So my name is Catherine Flynn, as we introduced ourselves earlier on. Facebook is all about authentic identities. There's my authentic identity. You can make up your minds about me pretty quickly. And really, what I'm going to talk to you about is 4 simple steps to prepare for Christmas. And I want to talk first of all about our belief that the web is being rebuilt around people. So we've talked an awful lot about search today. It's so important, but we believe we're in a stage of fundamental shift at the moment. So the 90s, if they were all about browsing, and if the noughties, if I can call them that, were all about search, where we are now is in an age of discovery, and where really this is about from the what to the who. So searching for something you absolutely know you want, to discovering something you never even knew you wanted in the first place. So a recent example from my own life, on the next slide. So Ticketmaster have a really nice integration with Facebook at the moment, where you can talk about tickets that you've just bought. So I like a band called Beach House. I don't know if anybody else in the audience likes Beach House. I'm used to people not knowing the bands that I like. And I bought a ticket on Ticketmaster recently for a gig of theirs. Within a couple of hours, my friend Jill, who had never heard of Beach House before, had not only found out about the gig, but also bought herself some tickets as well. So really this is about, she never knew she wanted to go and see this band. So discovery in action for me. So we know that people are increasingly seeking advice on Facebook when they're researching a product. So again, my friend Layla here, instead of searching online for digital SLRs, asked her friends and her own network on Facebook, and again within a couple of comments she had links to where she can buy it, as well as recommendations from people she trusts. And this sharing that happens on Facebook is facilitating that discovery, and that's driving increased consideration and conversion. So it's feeding into your search efforts, it's feeding into your other marketing efforts. So on Facebook, where businesses are seeing a lot of successes, where they can connect to their customers' friends. So Visa, Starbucks, they're not just talking to you directly, but through you, they're also targeting your friends. And these connections are happening on a massive scale every day. So today and every day, over 900 million people on Facebook. And this number is slightly, it's a good bit higher now, but over half of those are mobile users. So 2 billion posts are liked and commented on every day, 500 million users logging in every day, 250 million photos being uploaded every day. So 100 million of those likes per day are happening on brand pages. In the UK alone, we've got over 33 million active users, and over 70% of those are returning daily. Again, I'm not going to beat you over the head with statistics, because I want to keep this moving along, so happy to answer any questions afterwards. But 1.3 billion comments, 1.3 billion likes happening every month in the UK. And our consumption versus other sites in terms of time spent per month and pages viewed per month is considerably ahead of those other sites. So we believe Facebook is where you want to be this Christmas. So the simple formula that I referred to earlier on, and this is really a 4-point plan: connect, engage, influence, and integrate. And that's what I'm going to talk a little bit about now. And we call these the dimensions of social marketing. So hopefully you can, let me just go back. So connect, I'm going to talk about this in a little bit more detail now, but connect is really all about who are you connected to. It's not just about the number of fans you have, but do they accurately reflect your customer base? Engage, how are you engaging with them? Is your content something that is resonating with them? Are you having many interactions with them over time, not just blasting them at key times of the year? Influencing is how can you influence them to share your story with their friends? So are those fans working for you? Are they being advocates for you? And integrate is all about how you can use the social graph to power your business. So at all the other touch points, when your fans are not on Facebook, are you able to leverage their social graph at that time? In terms of the connect phase from retailers alone, we looked at major retailers globally, and we found that they're currently connected on Facebook to less than 5% of their shopper base. And this is really about, the detail is probably not great for you guys there, but what we're saying here is in the connect phase, how many of your customers are fans of your brand? Avoid gimmicks and incentives to inquire them. Instead, connect with the people who will want to engage with your brand. So incentives, short-term campaigns, fan acquisition alone strategies may not acquire your best and highest value customers. Engage, how are you making a better Facebook experience for your connections? So not just about repurposing content, but actually giving them content that they will want to engage with. And influence, using those. So we look at influence and influencers slightly different to maybe other areas of the industry, but it's every fan can be an influencer for you, not just some of the few. And then, as I said, integrate is about be it through apps, be it through social plugins on your website, be it through single sign-on in your mobile app. How are you integrating the other touch points with the Facebook experience? So how can we apply this to Christmas? July to October is when we believe, roughly. So if we all left here today and focused on our Facebook strategies, how would we do this? Really connect is what you want to focus on now. So building a fan base that accurately reflects your current customer base. This is so important. If you're a brand who knows that 25-year-old women are the most likely to buy from you, you could do a quick analysis of your fan base using our page insights. You might find that you've got 35-year-old males, and great, you've got 100,000 fans, but they're the wrong fans. They're not the ones who are going to buy from you. So using targeted ads, using all the other ways that you can use to make sure you've got the right fan base. The engage phase is really between now and the most important time of the year. So this is about frequent, high-quality publishing from your page. Don't leave it till December, because you'll just be learning what works at that stage. That's going to be more likely to result in higher engagement and sharing. It's going to get you in people's news feeds. It's really important to get that distribution and promote that content to make sure as many of your fans as possible are seeing it. Really then zoning in on November, December, the key purchase period is when you want to be making sure that your fans are telling your stories to their friends. If they're liking your posts, if they're commenting on your updates, if they're interacting with be it your app or something else that you're doing on your page. We know the strongest influence comes from friends. If you've got a sale happening, or if you've got a product you're launching that you want to sell for Christmas, make sure your fans are telling their friends about that. And then the integrate piece is often the piece, the most important piece of the jigsaw, but often the trickiest one, I guess, to implement. So we'd say, start thinking about that now. But what does a successful Christmas plan look like on Facebook when we apply, connect, engage, influence, integrate? So working from page publishing. So who's got their conversational calendar for between now and December? If you don't, start thinking about it, or start getting your agency to think about it. Right through to November, when you'll be posting those call to actions, and Cyber Monday, whatever date you believe that falls on, make sure you've got something happening on that day if you're an e-commerce retailer. Sorry, I keep flying ahead of myself. And then really media supports that across those key months. And it's all about making sure your fans are seeing your stories. Oh, yikes. So that's to sum up the connect, engage, influence, integrate. Some brands are further along this than others, but really making sure you've got the right fans for that key Christmas season. And I'll leave you on a final thought, a la Jerry Springer. Your Facebook fans are not just for Christmas. So Christmas is not a one-shot medium on Facebook. If you build yourself a really quality fan base of the customers who are most likely to purchase from you, they won't just buy from you at Christmas, but they'll continue working for you throughout the new year and beyond. Thank you.